The seventh and final video response that I'm going to be doing is on the movie American Psycho, which came out in 2000. It was directed by Mary Herron, and it is classified in the comedy slash crime slash drama genre. It stars Christian Bale, William Dafoe, and Reese Witherspoon. American Psycho is about a wealthy banker named Patrick Bateman that is all about appearances and flaunting his wealth to make sure everyone around him knows that he has the life they want. However, on the inside, he's cold, and he's a killer that takes advantage of his coworkers, prostitutes, women, and pretty much anyone he can get into his apartment. Soon, a police detective suspects that something isn't quite right with Patrick after a colleague goes missing. The movie continues through some heavy, gruesome female nudity and sex scenes, which are meant to show how emboldened Patrick has become. However, in the end, Patrick is sure he will get away with the murders, even after confessing to them. But then again, Patrick now also begins to doubt that the murders even happened at all. So the reviews that I found were on sfgate.com and imagesjournal.com. They say in 1991, celebrity novelist Bret Easton Ellis schemed to kickstart his withering career with a little book called American Psycho. It concerned a callow Wall Street trader in the gold-plated decade of greed. He named his Armani-clad anti-hero Bateman after Psycho's Norman Bates and set him on a string of killings, each more vicious than the last, and perhaps with a figment of the character's poison psyche. Critics stand the dark classic as tawdry and salacious. Most didn't get the pitch black humor deemed the book too sincere a satire. Taken in the feminist hands of director Mary Herron, the material loses its macho edge and becomes a mocking self-parody. I also kind of agree with, I think, in the movie it wasn't really as dark and scary as it could have been. I think it could have been really more of a horror movie and not jumping out of my seat more than just kind of watching it and not really being that scared at all. In the opening scene, in which Bateman rattles off his personal list of designer grooming products, works well in setting the materialist tone. Bateman dons designer boxers and preens in a Manhattan apartment made of stainless steel. He cares for his body as if it's a luxury car. In the shower, he shaves with mousse of razor afterwards. He painstakingly hydrates, exfoliates, and purges his perfect skin. He relieves himself in the bathroom. That a Les Miserables poster. His reflection making a joke of middlebrow ostentation. Bateman dines on sea urchins in restaurants where a waiting list means next month. So he's kind of really rich and can kind of do whatever he wants, which I kind of agree with, because today people who are wealthy usually just think they can do whatever they want because money buys everything. It also says his obnoxious banker pals yak about elegant ink-embossed business cards that way locker room jocks brag about that. And compare which restaurants have the best men's rooms for snorting coke. They can't believe there's such thing as a girl with a great personality. I think that's also really true today, even though this movie was made back then. Guys kind of just think that girls as an object, and I think today that kind of gets distorted in some movies. So I think that was the last response on American Psycho.